Okay guys, so we're going to continue with our brainstorming today, essentially by filling out each of these boxes for each of our examples. I'm going to show you how we do it, or how I do it, in order for you guys to have an idea of how to then complete your own brainstorming. So last time we did brainstorming Foursquare to come up with examples to actually back up our thoughts or our ideas, to hopefully answer the question that was given for us, right? In your case, it was how do people form and maintain connections. However, what I'm going to show you is based on my prompt, which is why is it important for someone to be himself or herself? Now, if you guys remember, I did have an example that I used, which was from One Tree Hill. So as you can see where it says example, I'm just going to put from One Tree Hill so that I know what the example was about. And then I'm going to describe the situation. So I have a girl was timid and very smart and hung out with her own friends, but then started dating a basketball player and became popular. Despite this popularity, she stayed true to herself but became friends with the cheerleaders and helped them out on occasion. Okay, so I just kind of described briefly the situation that I was going to be using from my example from One Tree Hill. So what was the response? So ideally what you're looking for is, like, in the situation you want to see the problem. So let me add the problem. She was pressured into trying to be like the cheerleaders, but didn't feel comfortable playing that role. Okay, so the response essentially to this situation is that she chose, okay, so we're looking at the response to the situation, that she was pressured into being a cheerleader. So in this case, she became, and this was already mentioned in my details, right, when I'm describing the situation. So she became friends with some of the cheerleaders and stepped in on occasion to help them out, but didn't fall didn't give into peer pressure. There we go. And stayed true to herself. The outcome of this, of course, was that she was happy and still remained popular, and proved that she didn't need to be like the cheerleaders for herself to be happy. Okay, so now I've got my outcome, right, where I literally just, okay, so what came of it? This is what the outcome was. Now this is the question that's going to really put you where it needs to be, and this is the why does this matter? Okay, so why does this matter? Well, this matters, this idea right here matters. So this matters because it shows that even if you are pressured to be someone you are not, as long as you stay true to yourself, you will be happy with the results. Okay, so now I've described my situation, and if we were to really reread this, it probably doesn't make any sense, right? We've got the situation, and then I added the sentence, she was pressured and trying to be like a cheerleader, and then we have the response. So like, what was the response to the situation, right? So if you want to think about it as like problem solution, this is the problem, the situation is the problem, this response is the how we got to the solution, right? What was the thing that happened in response to the problem? And then what was the outcome? So what was the solution? What was the ultimate end goal? Okay. And then if you want to think of why does it matter as more of a what is the lesson learned, that is fine. That will help you as well. So here I have here, this matters because it shows that even if you are pressured to be someone you're not, as long as you stay true to yourself, you will be happy with the results, right? So this is going to help me in knowing how to truly attack my, like the meat of my essay that I'm going to be writing later. So the idea for this particular exercise is that you are essentially going to take this information and you're going to do this for all of your examples. Okay, so you're going to use this above example to complete your brainstorming. Use the examples that you came up with in your brainstorming Foursquare. So if you did your assignment like you were supposed to last time, then you should have at least 4 examples, 1 for each category, and you should have, and you should complete a brainstorming details, one of these boxes, one of this process for each example. Okay, so I should see at least 4 of these filled out. I did give you 8 just in case you had more, which is totally fine, but I need to see at least 1 from each category to show that you are truly thinking in all of the categories. Okay, remember that if you have any questions, reach out to myself or Miss Ebony. We are here to help you out, and I hope this helps.